This is John Paul. I'm coming to you from Tokyo, Japan, today covering Amber Heard and her ex-boyfriend, billionaire Elon Musk. Gonna get into the history of that. Got a nice article, nice Photoshop. Gonna dive right into the article, then I'll say a few words. Here we go. So basically, some pictures resurfaced of Elon Musk with kind of a shiner, kind of a bruise, and as we know, Amber Heard is accused and most likely guilty of abusing Johnny Depp. So if we get a history of her abusing an old boyfriend, then that's some pretty nice evidence we got against her. And we have that. Let's take a look. Old pictures of Elon Musk and Amber Heard are resurfacing online, and some people believe that he has a cut and bruise under his right eye. Did Amber Heard also hit her ex-boyfriend Elon Musk? After analyzing old pictures of the couple, it appears that Musk just might have a shiner, and after Johnny Depp recently exposing Heard, people believe it's because of Amber. So, you know, this is a pretty important thing, especially if somehow they got Elon Musk into court to testify, but I'm going to assume, look, this is a pretty big thing, but for somebody with $44 billion, it seems like it might not be something he's going to want to get involved in. Time will tell. So let's get into some history, and here you can see a picture right here of the two, where you could see his eye. I'll show a bigger picture later. Amber Heard dated the Elon Musk who is set to become the world's wealthiest man later this year, in 2017, but their relationship was short-lived and ended in under a year. Like I said, he's worth $44 billion, so it's just, you know, a wild guess of mine that she was with him for the money. That's just a wild guess. Elon Musk claims that the reason for the breakup was because of intense schedule, which made it impossible for the couple to find time together. However, less than a month after breaking up with Amber Heard, he was in a relationship with singer-writer Grimes. So, have any of you guys ever broken up with someone because of scheduling and then gone out with somebody pretty soon after? I haven't. It seems like, you know, the guy probably has some class, you know, being on his level, so he's not going to say like, oh, I broke up with her because, you know, she was a bitch and she was crazy. You know, he's got more class than that, so he's just going to give some kind of excuse to the media, but most likely she was very abusive and did some crazy stuff, like we now know she sometimes does. Despite the breakup, the couple were spotted in public holding hands to what an acquaintance of Musk believes was an attempt to keep up appearances. Elon Musk is not a confrontational person. He is very relaxed and avoids drama at all costs, he said, which is what I just said about him probably making some excuse for the media. He probably doesn't want to get into drama. I would assume somebody of his status is a bit above that. People believe that Amber Heard might have struck Elon Musk out of a fit of rage when he broke up with her. Elon Musk does appear to have a cut and bruise under his left eye in the pictures, possible caused by Heard's ring. Do you guys mean possibly caused by Heard's ring? Okay, so yeah, you can see it here. It's a little bit of a shiner. So let's talk about a little bit of news I missed with Johnny, and they recap on that. If you guys have seen the movie Half-Baked, Dave Chappelle, the comedian, goes like, "Gotcha, bitch," and I kind of added that in, thought it would be funny, because, you know, if this evidence comes out, then, you know, Johnny kind of got her on it. Despite no repercussions for Amber Heard after the damning audio was released, and the actress claiming to be unfazed by it all, there seems to be some retribution for Depp. Disney are once again interested in having him return as the infamous Jack Sparrow in Pirates of the Caribbean 6. So, now we know, you know, if Disney, you know, these suits, these professionals, well, they're supposed to be professionals, let's say some of them are professionals, have confidence again in Johnny to rehire him, that means they probably really have confidence in the case. That's a really big thing right there, in my opinion. That's a nice piece of news. Because if Disney was thinking, well, maybe Amber's going to win, possibly, you know, we'll just keep our decision final with Depp, but something turned them around. Very interesting. Let's take a look at another picture of her with Mr. Musk. Okay, here we see it. It's just her and Elon Musk, and I gotta say, look at his face in this picture. You know, okay, a picture is a little unfair because you could capture a single second of someone. He might have laughed after that. Who the hell knows? But most likely, he's looking really grim. He's looking like he doesn't want to hold her hand. She's looking down like, you know, kind of getting to the day. Like, what's my next move? This is just my imagination, by the way. But I'm sure if you guys look at this picture and imagine for a second what's going on, it's probably not going to be something happy. It's probably going to be something, well, abusive. Possibly. Why would I say that? I think we know. And one thing I want to remind you guys that really touches base with me is this stuff is resurfacing. So a lot of news kind of breaks out, it gets big, it gets hot, but that's new news. Something breaks open. This stuff is old news and it's gaining a lot of traction, so it really shows there's high interest in this case. I've also talked to people who it kind of touches base with because they're in a bad relationship and they are kind of feeling what Johnny's feeling, so we kind of have multiple angles here where people want to see Johnny win for multiple reasons, and he's just a classic actor from my generation personally. I remember when I was a kid seeing him on TV, things like that, and he was just one of the people I grew up watching, so that's another reason that I'm on his side. And also Amber Heard seems like she has just absolutely nothing going for her, and now, as we know, she's got this history, so I think it's really hard to be on Amber's side unless you want to be on Amber's side because you don't want to be on the side of a man, which we have sometimes these days, people judging by gender, skin color, things like that. But if you're looking at it logically, rationally, like, a normal human being, then I think you should be on Johnny's side. And now that we've got this Elon Musk thing, we've got the severed finger, we've got the audio, it just seems impossible to be on Amber's side. But people come around here and dislike the videos, but the dislikes are I don't know, 1 in 50 or something. I got a video, it's sitting on 390 likes to 8 dislikes. I almost feel bad for the dislikes. I might just dislike it myself because, some pity on the dislikes. No, but seriously, that just shows there's just such high support for Johnny and such low support for Amber, unless they just don't like my background or my microphone, or they just dislike or something. But probably we're ending it here because I'm rambling, and I'm going to do a shout out. Shout out to Jay Lee, who is also subscribed to John Talks, who is a big supporter here, and thank you very much for supporting John. That's very cool. Okay, so if you're not subscribed here, click that subscribe button. I'm doing shout-outs, special thanks, covering Amber Heard, some sci-fi, whatever I want to do. I hack entertainment, and I will see you next time.